Hi, my name is Leela and welcome to my kitchen. Today I'm going to show you how to make an amazing Mongolian beef. Now, the first step in making Mongolian beef is to marinate it for about 3 hours. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you exactly how to cut the meat, and then we're going to go ahead and prepare the marinade. Once all the fat has been removed from the beef, we're just going to go ahead and cut it into thin, long strips, and we're going to make sure we cut across the grain. And if you can see here, the grain on this piece of beef goes this way, so we're just going to cross cut right across the grain just like that. So go ahead, and I'm going to cut my meat just into thin strips, just about that size. Okay, now that my strips of beef are cut, I'm going to go ahead and place them into a container to be marinated. So we're going to go ahead and add the rice wine vinegar to our meat, and we're just going to mix it in using our fingers so that it evenly distributes throughout the meat. There we go. And now we're going to add the salt and just kind of sprinkle it in while also tossing the meat with your hand so that it gets coated evenly throughout the meat. Okay, here's the salt. And now the next thing we're going to add is the baking soda. Just like we added the salt in the same way, just kind of sprinkle it on and toss the meat, and then sprinkle on a little more. And this way, this makes sure that everything kind of gets evenly coated with all of your ingredients for the marinade. Now again, we're going to add the cornstarch in the same way, using our hands to coat all of the meat, and then adding a little more and tossing it to coat. Now the next thing we're going to do is we're going to mix the chili oil, the sesame oil, and the sugar all together into the soy sauce. And we're just going to stir that up so that it mixes evenly. And then once that is stirred, again, we are going to go ahead and add it into our meat. And using our hands, we're going to mix it, making sure all of our meat is coated. Okay, so now that our meat is coated in our marinade, we are going to go ahead and put our lid on, and then we are going to place it in the refrigerator for 3 hours. Okay, so now that the meat has almost finished marinating, we have our ingredients for the sauce, and we're going to go ahead and make the sauce. And what we're going to do is we're just going to add these ingredients and mix them all together. And make sure your water is hot so that way the ingredients will mix together much better. So we'll go ahead and mix this stuff in. And our hot chili garlic sauce, and our soy sauce. There. Now this is our sauce mixture, and once everything is mixed together thoroughly, we are going to go ahead and put this next to the wok. Okay, now that we have our sauce mixture made, we're going to go ahead and mix our 1 teaspoon of cornstarch with just a little bit of water, just so that it dissolves, just like that. And we'll mix it all around, and once it has dissolved, we're going to set that next to the wok, and that is our thickener, which is going to thicken our sauce for us at the end of the cooking process. Okay, now here I have my scallions, which I've already rinsed and dried off with paper towels, and I'm just going to cut the bases off of them and toss them out. And then I'm also going to cut just about half of an inch or an inch off the top, just to get rid of that dead area right there. And then I'm going to go ahead and just dice them. So I'm just going to go ahead and dice them into small pieces. And this should make up just about a cup of scallions diced. Okay, and here is our can of bamboo, which is open and has been drained, and it's all ready to go. And now we are ready to go over and heat up the wok. Okay, here we are now at the wok station, and what I'm going to do first is heat the wok on high. Okay, once the wok is hot, we are going to pour our 2 tablespoons of peanut oil into the wok, and we're just going to let that heat up, and we're going to swirl it around the pan just to coat the sides, and we're going to let that get hot for about another minute or 2. Okay, once our oil is hot, we're going to go ahead and add our beef. And we're just going to stir it around just a little bit. And we're going to let it cook for about 6 minutes or so, or just until it browns. Now after the meat has been cooking for about 6 minutes, we want to go ahead and add our bamboo and scallions. I'm going to go ahead and add that. And then go ahead and add our scallions. And then we want to go ahead and add our sauce mixture. So here we have our sauce mixture. We'll go ahead and add that. And we'll stir that all in together and just let that mix in and then come to a boil. Now that it's mixed together and it's coming to a boil, we're going to go ahead and add our cornstarch mixture. And then we're just going to stir it until it becomes thick. And now it is ready to serve. And this we can serve with either white rice or lo mein noodles, and it's delicious.